the middle from Florida, 6'11", number 13, Joakim Noah. A 6'2" guard from Tennessee, number 7, C.J. Watson. From Duke at forward, 6'9", number 5, Carlos Boozer. The head coach for the Bulls.
The opening tap at the start of the first quarter is next. NBA MVP, and so our U.S. Cellular text question for the night: which substitute starter will have the bigger impact in tonight's game? A, Ronnie Brewer, or B, C.J. Watson? Just text A or B to 97999 and watch for the results in the fourth quarter. U.S. Cellular, be with the happiest customers in wireless. Neil Funk, Stacey King at the United Center in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day, and the Bulls in their St. Patrick's Day green uniforms. And the tap won by Hawes. And Stacey, we have not really seen him in the games against the Bulls yet.
Well, they had a winning record when he was playing, and this is the guy that gives them some low post scoring, some size. They're still trying to learn how to play with him right now because he's missed so many games.
Holiday from outside, a miss, and the rebound Noah as he claims his first board of the game.
You saw this Philadelphia 76er team lose to Miami.
Yeah, they got down by a huge margin and then fought their way back, but Miami prevailed. Noah, cross court. Watson with 3 to shoot. Fights one up, short, and the rebound taken down by Philadelphia.
Well, you saw yesterday, last night in the second half, the Bulls' offense kind of got stagnant.
Evan Turner. Holiday bounced out to Iguodala to Brand, back to Iguodala. That'll be way off, wide to the left side, and it caromed away. Here comes Brewer. Backdoor cut, Deng in traffic. Noah raked away by Evan Turner. Turner has worked his way into the starting lineup, was in and out of it last year. Here's Hawes. That's good. A line drive that he knocked in on the right side.
And that gives him a different element now because of the size. He's got a nice post-up game. And before he went out with those injuries, he was really doing a great job of giving that low post presence.
Deng circles, fires from outside, misses, and it's run down by Philadelphia.
Well, again, you don't want to start falling in love with jump shots. You got to attack this Philadelphia team.
Turner's pull-up is a miss. Watson, now Deng. Boozer, who had a nice game against Portland. That misses, and the rebound claimed by Hawes. Drew Holiday, the drive, the shot, and the bucket. Let's see if they count it. A block foul, and they are going to count the basket.
Philadelphia tries to get out and run whenever they have the opportunity, and there it is, a nice little crossover left to right by Drew Holiday.
They count the basket and the free throw, a three-point play. 5-0 Philadelphia. Brewer and Boozer exchange. Carlos. Long, and Hawes yanks that down.
Well, again, one thing about this Philadelphia team, they will get after you defensively. You see right now, they move their feet exceptionally well. Brewer close out on shooters.
Brewer deflected that into the backcourt. Brand wheels, fires, and he missed that. Neither team shooting well to begin the game. CJ, he's stripped, and now it's 2-on-1 the other way, now 3-on-1. Holiday runs in and scores with the left hand.
I'll tell you right now, The Bulls have got to take care of the basketball against this team. This is a low turnover team, but a team that likes to get out and get steals.
And an early timeout. 20 taken by Tom Thibodeau. There's a look at CJ. Started to dribble drive, and then the ball just raked out of his hands, although Tom Thibodeau thought he was fouled, and then Holiday in a 3-on-1 able to glide in and score.
Well, Neil, the one thing about this Philadelphia team, we've seen that this year in the 2 games that we played, they're very good on-ball defenders, but they're very long and athletic. So when someone gets beat off the dribble, very similar to the Bulls, they rotate. The rotations are there. There's always going to be a guy in the driving lane, and they're going to force you to take difficult shots.
Now the Bulls have yet to make a field goal. Now Philadelphia is 3 for 7. The good news when you're playing Philadelphia is that they're not a real high-scoring team. I mean, they really have committed to getting it done offensively by committee. A lot of different guys can get you 12 to 15 points. CJ a miss and Evan Turner with a rebound.
Well, they only scored 78 points against the Heat last night at home. And again, as you said, Neil, they don't score a lot of points. They don't have that one go-to guy. Iguodala's their superstars. Hawes hits that little 18-foot jump shot. I mean, the one guy that you recognize on this team is Iguodala because he was an all-star. Everybody else is a very good complementary player. Brand is a very solid player.
Former all-star in Brand. But you're right, he fought through some injury issues. Watson up top. Noah given ground by Hawes and missed it short. Hawes had the ball ricochet right back to him. Holiday.
Well, right now you see the Bulls' offense is kind of stagnant.
Holiday in there for the rebound, and they fight for it, and Joakim took it away. Now the Bulls can run. Brewer. Nowhere to go, though. Out back to CJ. Now Boozer from the elbow over Brand. Nope. Hawes another rebound. Hawes has collected 3. There's Iguodala. Boy, he had, it was like, there's a travel. And Evan Turner, he must have played well in a lot of games because Doug Collins has kept him in the starting lineup. But against the Bulls, he has not been very good in any of the meetings last year or this year.
Well, the one thing since he's been inserted in the starting lineup, he's averaging 17 points a game compared to the 7.8 that he has coming off the bench. So Doug Collins really has allowed him to go out there. He gives him another ball handler. And as you said, he has struggled against the Bulls, but he has played well since he's been inserted in the starting lineup.
Look at Doug Collins there on the bench with Brian James, his assistant. And CJ misses that short.
Well, right now the Bulls have come out here flat in this first quarter. They are 0 for 7 from the field. They have no offensive rebound, so they've got to turn it on here.
CJ bounced to Noah, and that's out of bounds off the foot of Joakim. The Bulls with 3 turnovers already. And we said Philly is a very low turnover team. Here's Brand. Holiday loose and stuffs the ball with the right hand, and that's just a breakdown defensively.
He faked going over the top that time and just back cut CJ. And again, he's got nice size, about 6'3", 6'4". He plays a lot bigger than what he is.
And that was just a straight line baseline drive. Here's Boozer from outside, splashes that in, and the Bulls are on the board.
Well, one thing about an NBA game, a team will let you back into it. Even a good defensive team like Philadelphia, Bulls just have to settle down and get their offense moving. It's been really stagnant here early.
Turner. Holiday trying to drive and got right on in again.
And right now they've got to make an adjustment on Holiday. He's got 9 of the 13 points. And CJ's got to do a better job of staying in front of him.
Watson from outside, and he pours one in. Let's see if the Bulls get loosened up offensively. They are now 2 for 9.
Well, Philadelphia shooting 55% from the field, so they're getting a lot of points at the basket.
There's a lob intended for Iguodala, and it's out of bounds to Philadelphia with 5 to shoot. And a timeout charged to the Bulls. So, with 5:53 left here in the first quarter, it's been all Philadelphia at the start, 13-4. Now Philadelphia's off to a good start here at the United Center. They lead 13-4, and Drew Holiday has been terrific. 4 of 5 shooting. 9 points to go along with 2 rebounds. You see him on the break here. He just took it himself, even though he had numbers.
I'll tell you, he's really turned into a nice point guard.
And you know what, Stacey, the one thing we didn't really talk about with this Sixer team is their leading scorer comes off the bench, Lou Williams.
Well, they have 2 dynamic scorers off the bench. You got Thaddeus Young and Lou Williams.
There's Holiday, that's heavy off the heel of the rim. And Luol Deng with a rebound. Noah. Boozer, that's knocked away. Brand gets it ahead to Evan Turner. Turner drives and is fouled as he got in there. Well, Turner's going to get to the free throw line. Vucevic checks into the game for Philadelphia, and he replaces Hawes.
Well, Spencer Hawes didn't even play against the Heat last night.
I think they're trying to kind of ease him back in minutes-wise. He's been hurt on and off all year long. Bulls fans, the only way to guarantee great seats for every sold-out game in the playoffs is with season tickets. The Bulls have started a waiting list, which may become a factor for you as seats become available over time. Add your name to that list. Visit bulls.com or call 312-455-4000. Watson over the Noah screen.
The Bulls are going to have to climb their way back here in this first quarter.
Well, they're starting to make some shots now. That ball blocked and out of bounds. That's going to go to the Bulls.
I'll tell you what, even the game right now that Drew Holiday's having, he's really aggressive. It's probably the aggressive we've seen him in the 2 games that we've played, even going against Derek. Right now, he thinks he has the advantage on CJ.
Now, CJ's made his last 2 shots against Holiday. Boozer for CJ again. Ronnie Brewer, jumper, that's good.
And the Bulls are starting to get a little rhythm now offensively. Good movement. Down screens, moving guys coming to the basketball, so they've got much more movement in their offense now. Better flow.
Biggest lead was 11. Vucevic, and he left that short, but a whistle and a late one.
Well, he had the size advantage right there on C.J. Watson. They're going to give that foul to C.J.
Number 2 on CJ. And that's going to bring Mike James into the game. Now they signed Mike James. They bring him in. He's got more size than John Lucas. And we saw Portland last night try to take John Lucas down in the post and score. So tonight, at least to start with, Mike James will come in.
Well,
and CJ sits down.
Well, one thing you're going to get with Mike James is he knows the offense. He's going to get everybody involved, and he's a true point guard. He's going to be bringing the ball around. He's going to be looking for guys cutting to the basket. You know, when he played early in the season, he did a good job of running the offense and getting everybody within the flow.
Lou Williams checks in for Philadelphia. Vucevic, a couple of free throws. Deng raises up, and that's good.
Lou Williams, he's a candidate for 6th man of the year. He's done a great job coming off the bench. Could start on most teams.
And Iguodala
It's going to be
fouled
on
by
Joakim
Joakim, reaching in, trying to whack that ball away. That's the 4th team foul on the Bulls. First on Joe.
The Bulls on a 7-2 run now, so they're starting to get back into the flow.
Lou Williams underneath, and a miss by Mr. Vucevic. He just was at point blank range. Here's Brewer, and he threw it away. Lou
He got
Williams,
himself in the air that time.
one-on-one, driving layup, no, but a foul called. And Doug Collins going to have some words with Vucevic. He's saying, man, you catch that down there, you got to finish that.
Well, that was a nice pass by Lou Williams as he's able to break the defense down. You know, Vucevic had a good game in Philadelphia against the Bulls. He had 14 points. And that was the first time that we'd seen him play.
Now here comes, this is the hole card for Doug Collins. Taj Gibson comes in for Boozer, but Thaddeus Young checks in for Philly, and this is the guy, Stacey, that becomes a nightmare to match up with.
Well, because he's a small forward playing the power forward position. And on most nights, he's going to have an advantage with the quickness and the ability to put the ball on the floor from the perimeter against bigger guys. So Tom Thibodeau right now is going to match up with Taj Gibson on him.
Here's Brewer, little jumper rims out. Iguodala the rebound. Iguodala, top of the key. Nope. Bulls at 38.5% from the field. Ball knocked out back, run down by Joakim, 8 to shoot. Joe back to Lou, cut off, poked away, stolen. Iguodala runs in, and the layup's good.
We'll see again, right now you're getting in a situation where you're dribbling too much. Philadelphia is too good when it comes to, with this lineup out here, they become much more athletic.
And a timeout taken by the Bulls with 2:35 left to play here in the first quarter. The 5th steal of the game for Philly. On the run, Iguodala. He thought he was fouled as well, and you can see him pleading with the official, but he didn't get the call. Bulls fans, visit the WGN Game Zone powered by The Great Escape. Log on to www.wgntv.com for current stats and info during the game. The Game Zone is available for every Bulls game and is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, play sets, hot tubs, and much more. Taj Gibson down the lane and then guns it out of there to Deng, and it's in and out, but Taj the rebound. Back to Deng. Lost the handle and didn't score. Rimming no, and Vucevic with the rebound. And there's the little push shot in the lane. Evan Turner, 22-11.
Well, Turner's much more comfortable being a starter. He knows that he has basically can play a little bit more freer now in the offense.
James back outside. Iguodala matched up with Luol. And now Gibson back to Mike James, driving, got inside, wild shot. Omer the rebound. Omer, and a 24-second violation as Omer couldn't find room in the traffic to get it back up on the rim. Evan Turner comes out of the game, and Jody Meeks checks in. 7th turnover by the Bulls already. And again, Philly just doesn't turn it over very much, so you've got to take care of the ball. Thaddeus Young, nope. Philly does sometimes take some odd shots, though, as unselfish as they are.
Well, they have a hard time scoring.
Yeah, they do.
They go stretches without scoring.
That ball off the head of Omer. Now it's 4 against 2. The kick out, Jody Meeks, and he had nowhere to go, and they botched that.
Well, you've got to get a layup. 4 on 2 right there. And
that's blocked. Omer got to the corner and blocked the shot by Lou Williams. There's James out of the corner and an air ball. Now Lou Williams again, running right on in. Shot up and good. Tough shot. Lou Williams able to get that up over Omer Asik. 24-11. Korver catch, shoot, in and out. Tough. Bulls just cannot get something going consistently. They had a little run there. They took an 11-point lead, whittled it down to 6. Now the lead is 13. Lou Williams, stutter step drive, and fights the shot up, and that's the end of the first quarter. Season low in first quarter points for the Bulls, 11. And Philadelphia with a 13-point lead as we head to the second. Neal and Stacy back at the United Center. You look at the first half numbers, the Bulls just 5 for 18, but the most important one is the Bulls turnovers, Stacy. They turned the ball over, and Philly was able to score 11 points off those turnovers, and they lead by 13.
Well, Philadelphia closed out that first quarter, Neil, on a 9-2 run. And again, with their defense, when they've gone into the half-court game and had to run their sets, they have struggled. But where they have been able to really get some distance on the Bulls is those turnovers and making easy baskets.
John Lucas is checked into the game, and he handles out front. Korver cranked down to Gibson. Taj, a drive, and on the rim and good. Nicely done by Taj, who had to change that shot in midair and did so.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get good ball movement, and the big guys are going to have to dive quick and have their hands ready, because Philadelphia does a good job of coming over, helping and recovering.
Vucevic raises up from outside and missed that, kind of rushed it a little bit. And now John Lucas on the move. Bounce down to Taj, and that was poked at. Oh, out of bounds with 14 on the shot clock. Dang over the screen. Vucevic the rebound. Evan Turner back in there. Turner. And they pour one in from outside.
Well, that's what Jody Meeks likes to do. You see he was set up nicely by Evan Turner, who does a good job of handling the basketball, driving and kicking it.
Omer at long range, hands to Lucas, circling. Whip to the corner. Dang underneath, and a whistle and a push foul on Vucevic, but probably a pretty good foul there before Omer could get his momentum going to the rim. Committed the foul. It'll be sideline out of bounds.
There it is with a little push.
Well, he knew that he was beaten on the play. Well, the Bulls have to inbound it. Outside, Taj, and that's good. Gibson with his second field goal in 2 tries. He's got 4 points. The only 4 points off the Bulls bench. Thaddeus Young mishandled it. That's going to be off target.
Well, right now, Vucevic is the guy you want to shoot the basketball. He's come down last couple times and missed some jumpers.
Lucas. Korver cranked to Deng, trying to slice in. Shot no, tap by Omer, no. They fight for it, and it belongs to Philadelphia. Williams. Jody Meeks trying to come up off a screen. Now Evan Turner. Pitch, and the catch made by Thaddeus Young and a foul. Omer with his first, and the team's first in the quarter. Williams, Hawes. Well, I'll tell you what, they may have wanted Vucevic to shoot, but probably not Hawes because he's got a hot hand right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, I mean, he was having a great season before he went out with those injuries, and getting him back is a big plus for Philadelphia because he's a big guy that can shoot the basketball.
And an official's timeout, 29-15. Philly with the lead, 8:51 remaining first half. Fans all over the state of Illinois are cheering for a Bulls win. Tonight, we're announcing one of the newest Illinois lottery winners, Celia G. from Round Lake Park, just won $100,000 by playing Cash Spectacular from the Illinois Lottery. Just imagine, you could be next, and you'll want to stay tuned at halftime. We're going to be announcing the 4 winning numbers in the St. Patrick's Day Millionaire Raffle.
Well, right now the Bulls are going to have to make a huge adjustment because this Philadelphia team right now are dominating the hustle points. Right now the 76ers 14-2 points in the paint and then 12-0 on fast break points. In the games that we played so far this year against this team, those are areas that they have beaten the Bulls at. And there's John Lucas.
Lucas got right on in, and the little floater was good.
We talk about fast break points. This Sixer team averaged about 20 points a game against the Bulls in fast break points and 41 points in the paint this year in the 2 games.
Evan Turner all the way to the corner, fires the jumper, missed it. Lead pass, Thaddeus Young broke it up though. That was intended for Taj, and they're going to rule it's off Taj. Now Taj didn't really argue, but Tom Thibodeau is not happy. Lou Williams. Out back, that won't fall, and Philly, one of those teams that can go cold and let you get right back in it. Here's Lucas, and that's good.
And John Lucas right now is finding his stroke. About the only offense going right now for the Bulls. He struggled last night against Portland.
Lucas with 4, Gibson 4 off the bench. Lou Williams, that's going to be way long. Biggest lead by the Sixers was 14. It's 10 right now. They feed Omer, back to Taj. And no tap, Taj good.
Well, hard hat lunch pail, always punching the clock. Way to stay with it.
Jimmy Butler into the game, and Doug Collins wants a timeout as the Bulls get back to within 8. They do it once again with their bench. An 8-2 run by the bench mob. The Bulls bench, and the 2 guys primarily responsible for the little surge, John Lucas and Taj Gibson. He missed, but then Pogo sticks back up and bangs it in.
Well, it's important that the Bulls bench come out with energy, and these are the type of games on these back-to-back where your guys who come off the bench have to give you that energy. Sometimes the starters don't have it. It takes them a little longer to get into it, but you bring in some fresher legs, and this is how you get back in the game. You see the rookie Jimmy Butler's in the game now.
See if you can discourage Philadelphia a little bit. They had things pretty much their own way to start the game. A miss, and Omer the rebound. Lucas for Gibson against Elton Brand. Gibson trying to power him in. Spin. Goes up and scores.
Taj Gibson right there had in his mind he was going to work out Elton Brand on the box, and he did exactly that.
29-23. And Philadelphia's offense now looks a little disjointed. And there's a steal. Poked away. Lucas on the run. To Korver. Nope. Evan Turner. Hawes bounces down to Brand. Brand now begins to work on Gibson. Turns, fires, scores. We got him right back.
Well, Doug Collins has done a good job of getting Elton Brand to really buy into what they're trying to do here. A lot of times his name's come up in trades, especially last year, but he has really shown some leadership on this young Sixers team.
Lucas. Korver, now Lucas again. Korver to the other side. That won't fall, and Brand leans out for the rebound. Holiday spinning in, scoop and score. That's a sensational move there.
Well, right there you see they didn't pick up Holiday earlier. He was able to get below the three-point line, and once he got to the free throw line, he realized there was an opening, and he went right to the basket.
Korver, now Omer standing outside the three-point line. Lucas, yeah.
And John Lucas has been a big spark for the Bulls today. You see right now he's got 6 points. He has not missed a shot in 7 minutes. 3 for 3.
He is. 14 points off the Bulls bench. And Lucas a big part of that. There's a whistle and a foul on the shot. Meeks trying to get a shot up. And he's going to get to the free throw line. Kyle Korver, his first, and the second on the Bulls as a team. Jody Meeks at the line. Fans enjoy a great night of fast-paced NBA action and non-stop entertainment. Love it live. For tickets, visit Bulls.com or call 1-800-4-NBA-TICKS. Meeks missed the second one, but then Brand rebounded and Meeks made him pay.
That can't happen right there, especially when you're battling back. You've been down the whole game. You cannot allow a guy to get the rebound on a missed free throw and then hit a three on you.
Noah, 2 hard dribbles to his left. Korver raises up and scores.
That was a good effort right there. Trying to get Kyle a really easier shot that time. He came inside the three-point line. Nice screen by Joakim Noah.
Ball skipped to the corner. Evan Turner drive along the baseline. Got a shot up and missed it. Tried to trick the defender. Here comes Lucas. He's grabbed and fouled. Wouldn't have counted even had it gone. Holiday with his first, team second. And it should be sideline out of bounds. And will be. From Thaddeus Young in, Hawes comes out. Korver to inbound. Lucas just holds at the top of the key. Fanned right to Jimmy Butler. Butler to Boozer to Korver and off his arm and out of bounds.
Well, right now the Bulls look a little bit out of sync.
9th turnover of the game. Or make that the 10th turnover of the game for the Bulls. Holiday brings it up. Evan Turner. A scissor off of a post, and then the little jumper good by Holiday. Holiday in the game with 13 points here in the first half.
Well, he's been very aggressive offensively.
13 zip, points off turnovers in favor of Philadelphia. John Lucas, a three that's short. Noah tipping, no. And the rebound to Evan Turner. Lead pass stolen away. Noah fouled by Evan Turner.
That was good defense by the rookie, Jimmy Butler. And then made the right basketball decision on a 2-on-1. Nice bounce pass to Joakim. And here it is right here. Now watch Jimmy Butler. Gets a nice steal. Looks like he's running back down the court. Lulls him to sleep. And then finds Joakim Noah on a 2-on-1. Good basketball play.
Turner's first, team's third. Noah two coming. Friday, March 30th, when the Bulls host the Detroit Pistons, the Bulls and Blue Cross Blue Shield present Drawstring Backpack Night. While supplies last, fans entering the United Center are going to receive a Bulls Drawstring Backpack, compliments of Blue Cross Blue Shield. Noah missed the first. Joe with one more coming. And he made that one of two. 10-point Philadelphia lead.
And now you're going to see Iguodala bring the ball up. They're going to initiate it through him.
Iguodala down the lane, tried to scoop that up, lost the handle on it, and then got it back. And it looked like CJ reached in and got a hand on the ball, but he was standing on the end line, so Philadelphia going to get the ball back when we come back from this timeout. 8 on the shot clock.
Oh, my. Hey, Bulls fans, join the team on Monday, April 3rd.
That's Tuesday,
April 3rd.
Tuesday, April 3rd.
At the United Center for an evening with the Chicago Bulls. You can meet some of your favorite Bulls players, have dinner on the United Center floor, and bid on one-of-a-kind experiences and Bulls memorabilia in live and silent auctions. Proceeds from the event will support charities throughout Chicago that focus on youth education, health and wellness, and violence prevention. For more information, visit www.bulls.com/charity dinner.
And guess who's going to be there?
All of us.
Yeah, that's correct. I was going to say Stacey King. Evan Turner turns in, and an offensive foul.
And you can see he tried to force the issue right there. He had T.J. Watson on him. And here it is right here. He's going to go off the dribble. And right here, just uses his off arm and pushes off. There's no need for that. He just could have went up.
I think he would have either made the shot or drawn the foul. Turner going to come out of the game. And C.J. Watson brings it up. Watson against Holiday. Brewer back in there. Outside, Watson firing and scoring.
That time, good job by Ronnie Brewer. But again, Philadelphia is really trying to keep them out of the paint, forcing them to shoot the basketball. And I've seen a lot of baskets going to the rim.
40% shooting now for the Bulls. And just 2 of 8 from behind the three-point line. And there's a ball that's passed, it's broken up, and then they got a shot out of it anyway, and that wouldn't go. Young couldn't convert that. Joakim bounced to Boozer. Boozer backing on Brand, stripped by Brand.
And Carlos just got to go a little quicker.
Holiday, fan to the corner. Up shooting, no. Rebound, fought for, and Thaddeus Young able to reel it in. Now Holiday, that's good.
I'll tell you what.
2 right on the line.
I tell you what, he has been aggressive from the start. He's got 15 points, 7-11 shooting.
Boozer bounce down to Brewer. Wheels in. That's stripped. And Philadelphia plays with their hands a lot.
Well,
reaching and stripping.
Exactly. And the Bulls right now, when they get a good shot, it's almost like they're hesitant to take it. I mean, Carlos right there should take that shot. You're not going to get a better shot than that. And he made the pass to Ronnie Brewer. Sometimes you can be too unselfish.
Noah able to haul that in. Gun it back outside. Boozer buries the jumper. That time he didn't hesitate. 7-point Philadelphia lead. And we're under a minute now to play in the first half. Iguodala, he knocks his man down. The drive, and then tried to feed one along the baseline, and with 6 to shoot, Philadelphia will enter the ball again. Iguodala bounced in. Thaddeus Young goes up and scores, and that was at point-blank range.
Well, Joe right there has got to recognize that he's left-handed. And he came in with one power dribble and then went right up with his left hand. You got to take away his left hand.
Corbett, Noah, and that's broken up. Picked back up by Boozer. He scored and one.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You got to attack the rim. Right now, Philadelphia has got the Bulls playing more perimeter-oriented. When you get stuff going to the basket, get these guys in foul trouble, get to the free throw line.
Well, and this was nearly a disaster. That it looked like Holiday had it, but then he just kind of half-heartedly went after it, and that probably would have led to some kind of a transition field goal try at the other end, but instead it ended up with Boozer, and Carlos fouled as he scored. Completes the three-point play.
Well, and that's what they've got to do. They go in at halftime, make the adjustments, start attacking this rim. This team is keeping them on the perimeter, and the Bulls are basically falling into that.
And they have not played well in the first half, the Bulls, but yet they are only down 6 points.
Well, because their defense keeps them in games. Both these teams are two of the best defensive teams in the NBA, so something's got to give. But again, when you look at the Bulls' offense right now, when they get stuff going to the basket, you got to challenge this 76ers team. I know they're quick, they rotate quick, but you've got to challenge them. And then when you have the shot, Neil, you have to take it. There cannot be any hesitation.
You look at some of the numbers. Now the Sixers with 23.9. There's 4 seconds and change difference. Actually 5 seconds and change difference between the scoreboard and 24-second clock. So theoretically, the Bulls could get another shot out of this, depending on what Philadelphia does here.
You know, Philadelphia's going to try to take the best opportunity. They're not going to try to run the clock down. They're going to try to get a quick opportunity, open the floor up a little bit, and let their one-on-one players go.
Iguodala, as they spread the floor out, starts to move. 9. Iguodala dances back away. Now the drive and the bounce pass, and the layup for Hawes. Bulls come in a hurry. Lucas back to Brewer. Brewer running in, layup good at the horn. And that will not make Doug Collins happy. So the Bulls end up getting a 2-for-1. 44-38. Philadelphia by 6 as we've reached the halfway point.
both teams going with the same lineup that started the game.
Yeah, I ran into Kareem in the hallway back there, and he said to tell you hi.
He's my guy.
Watson. Over the top and misses, but Joe's going to run that down. Offensive rebound and a kick ball on the pass that Joe tried to enter right to the block to the wall. 22 on the shot clock as the Bulls inbound this. Sideline right. Just about at the hash mark. Watson. Boozer. Trying to go to Joe and let him too much. He had to track it down in the corner. Joakim back to Boozer, firing off target and collected by Elton Brand.
Well, the Bulls again, they've got to get something going to the basket. You've got to explore it to see if this team can do anything with it.
Evan Turner, and that's blocked as he changed hands.
Well, that took a long time to get that shot off right there. He made a nice little move behind the back. It almost took him 2 weeks to get to the rim. Here it is right here. You see Ronnie Brewer is able to recover.
Iguodala to Holiday. Holiday along the baseline goes up and scores. Boy, he uses his size well, doesn't he?
Well, CJ right there has got a man up there. You can't flop on that situation. You have no help on the baseline. And Drew Holiday just went in right up with it.
46-38. Lou circles right, ducks in. Bulls play catch on the perimeter. Now Boozer a drive and a whistle. 3 seconds. That just took too long to develop it. At least he was headed toward the rim, Stacy, and that's what you've been encouraging him to do.
Well, guys are hesitating on their shot. I mean, when they make the pass, the best shot might be the pass that you receive. You got to be ready to step up and shoot it or put the ball on the floor or make the basketball decision. Their Bulls are they're an unselfish team, but sometimes it'd be too unselfish.
Hawes hands back to Holiday. Threads his way through the lane, missed it. Hawes tipped it and tried to tip it to himself. And Deng took it away.
Again, Holiday is still able to get to the rim.
C.J. Watson. And another kick ball with 14 on the shot clock. Well, Luol will inbound. Circling right, Luol double team, skips it back upstairs. And then Boozer out of the corner. That won't go, and the rebound taken down by Evan Turner. A former Ohio State star, a bounce to Elton Brand. Turner, boy, he is just, that ball out of bounds is going to go to Philadelphia, but Turner, you made the point a moment ago. It takes him forever sometimes to make a move once he's committed to it.
Well, he's not very athletic. For a guy that plays a wing position, he's very fundamentally sound, but he's just not quick at anything that he does.
Holiday to Hawes, back out, and the step-up jumper by Turner misses, and no other rebound. Now Watson with some thrust comes right at Iguodala. Back to Deng, trying to overpower Holiday. Back out to Watson, driving, and a whistle blows. And Watson's finally going to get to the free throw line. But like the Bulls defense, the Philadelphia defense can be suffocating.
Well, right there on that situation, you saw Luol Deng had the smaller guard on him and went for the double team. And Philadelphia does a good job of helping the helper.
Saturday, March 24th, Bulls and Raptors here at the United Center. The Bulls and Delta Dental of Illinois present Benny Toothbrush Night while supplies last. 14 and under entering the United Center will receive a Benny the Bull toothbrush. Compliments of Delta Dental of Illinois. 46-40. Oh, the Bulls have trailed the entire game. Holiday faked a shot. Now the drive, and as he got inside, had it blocked. Hawes, he had it blocked by Boozer, and Boozer with it.
Good job by Carlos Boozer coming over and challenging Spencer Hawes.
Bulls score here. This place will erupt, and there's a foul. And to the line goes CJ again. The Bulls have trailed the entire game, but the inability of Philadelphia to kind of put some distance between themselves and the Bulls when the Bulls didn't have it going has got to be driving Doug Collins crazy.
Well, that's something you've seen all year with this team is they're really good defensively, but they have a hard time scoring when you slow the game down. They have these athletes that like to get out and run, but what teams do, and you see they've lost to some of the better teams, the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, is because they slow the tempo down and make them play half court. Now, adding Spencer Hawes in the post will help them later on in the season in the playoffs, but as you see tonight, they have a hard time scoring within their half court sets.
Well, now it's only a 4-point game. Largest lead was 14. C.J. Watson picks up Holiday. Holiday down the lane. Oh, to Hawes, and he missed it right at the rim.
Oh, man, a good defense by the rim.
Yeah, he had no lift. There's an offensive foul on C.J. And a technical foul on Tom Thibodeau, his second in 2 nights.
Well, Michael Smith called that one. He called that from he called that from a distance. And he's arguing that Holiday jumped over there and flopped. And let's see if Holiday got to the spot. Here he comes. And right there, that's what he's talking about, that he flopped. CJ saying the same thing. But that was a quick technical.
Second in 2 nights, as I said. And Tom Thibodeau is going to continue to work Michael Smith. Iguodala, who's been quiet, bounced to Hawes. He guns it out and throws it away.
A good defense by Ronnie Brewer.
Deng to Watson. Bounce down, Boozer inside, nope. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to put Brewer on the free throw line.
Well, and you've seen the last couple of times the Bulls have entered the ball into the post, and guys make hard basket cuts. The ball's going to go into Carlos Boozer, and Ronnie Brewer does a great job of not standing around at the three-point line, dive cutting, and now he finds himself at the free throw line.
There's Tom. Now he's got Michael right down there where he can talk to him, and he's going to continue the conversation that he was starting to have before.
We talked about in the open, the Philadelphia 76ers are a low turnover team. They have 6 turnovers. Bulls have 13.
Outside, Iguodala spins out. 4-point game. Bulls haven't been able to get any closer than that since the outset. Here's Boozer. Now
there
they
you
are.
go, Booze. Go to work, Carlos Boozer. You're going to see Doug Collins get a timeout.
Now first a trap.
Oh, he's backcourt.
Ahead to Holiday.
And Doug's going to let him play.
No, he's not. You're right. You were right the first time. He's going to get a timeout as he feels the Bulls starting to come on. Even though they have not played great, they're down just 2, 47-45. Back right after these messages. On Monday, March 26th, when the Bulls host the Denver Nuggets, the Bulls and BMO Harris Bank present Shirt Off Our Back night while supplies last. Fans entering the United Center will receive a scratch and win card for their chance to win a signed Luol Deng jersey or other prizes. All of that compliments of BMO Harris Bank. Doug Collins wanted the timeout as he senses that the Bulls are on the doorstep and about to kick the door in.
Well, the key for the Bulls right now is to maintain that. You've got Philadelphia now on the ropes as you have cut it down to 2 points now. And the whole thing is defensively, you got to rebound. No easy baskets for this team. Make them execute in half court.
Holiday, back cut, and the layup.
Well, right now, he's really going to work. CJ's got to tighten up the defense on him. He's got 20 points here in the game. And his season high is 24, so he's 4 off of that. CJ's got to tighten it up defensively.
Outside Brewer, round the rim and good.
And the whole thing is to stay in front of Holiday. Don't give him any angles where he can take advantage of you with his size.
Pause. Iguodala, and he has really been quiet. Deng has done a terrific job on him. Hawes and Holiday, a little two-man game. Holiday fires short. Now the Bulls with a chance to tie or take the lead. C.J. Watson. Boozer, hard drive, shot short, but a foul.
That's what I need right there from Boozer. We've seen that now a couple of times where he's put the ball on the floor. And again, when he can shoot this jump shot and gets it going, you have to respect him because he can knock that shot down, and then he just rolls right by Elton Brand, who doesn't have the quickness to stay in front of him.
Boozer with a chance to tie the game. Makes the first. Bulls have never led. Sixers' biggest lead was 14. And this, if it's made, will be the first tie of the game.
And you know what, Neil? Sometimes you're going to have these games where you're going to have to really dig deep and fight and scrap to get a win. And this is one of these teams that wants to play this way.
Iguodala. Well, there's a wild spinning left-hand hook, and now the Bulls can take the lead. Vucevic. Quick shot, and he has not shot the ball well tonight. There's a pass stolen. Holiday threads it ahead. Iguodala trying to run in, and that's going to belong to the Bulls. Too many times behind his back on this play.
I'll tell you what, I'm a vanilla man. Too much mustard on a hot dog. And you see right there, good defense by Luol Deng.
And a timeout taken by Philadelphia. 49-49 tie. Bulls ball when we come back.
And the Bulls on 11-3 run, and the big reason for that, the Bulls only shot 4 free throws in the first half, but here in the third quarter, they've shot 8, so they're taking the ball to the basket and attacking the 76er team, and that seems right now to be the difference.
Well, the other difference is the Bulls are +9 in rebounding. It's 32-23, so the Bulls have hammered them on the boards as well. Here's CJ for the lead.
CJ Watson. And the Bulls are starting to feel it now. The crowd's getting into the game. Big shot by CJ Watson.
52-49. Holiday, and he had it knocked away.
Carlos Boozer with the defense.
Lead pass, shot short. Rebound, Boozer back up, no. And Vucevic with the rebound. And there's a running right-hander good by Evan Turner, who floated one up. 52-51, Bulls by 1. And the Bulls going to work. Noah just about 17 feet away. Kaboom!
Again, he's got to make that shot. He's got to be a threat because in the playoffs, teams are going to sag off of him. He's got to have the confidence to step up and knock down that 15-footer.
Iguodala. He's open. The shot off the glass is good.
Well, that time they got a little miscommunication between him and Joakim Noah. Luol Deng left him. And that was a good read by Iguodala.
Noah left alone again.
See, he's got to dribble that down. He's got to dribble that ball down there, eat up that space.
Deng, double team. Leans in, kicks it out. Corner, Brewer. Long, rebound, Boozer. Back out. Watson for three. Heel of the rim. And a whistle and a loose ball foul. That's going to go against Iguodala.
I'll tell you what, Ronnie Brewer climbed upstairs to get that offensive rebound. That was a big-time effort.
Andre Iguodala's first, and a penalty situation now. How about this? The Bulls with no team fouls with 3:48 left. So they've done a great job of keeping Philly off the line. And now Philadelphia over the limit.
Well, again, the Bulls doing a good job of getting to the foul line.
Substitutions must come back to the scorer's table.
Well, they're going to make Lou Williams come back. He cannot sub in, both him and Thaddeus Young, so they're both back at the scorer's table.
On Thursday, April 12th, the Bulls host the Miami Heat. The Bulls and Budweiser present Freezer Mug Night. While supplies last, adult fans aged 21 and older will receive a Bulls Freezer Mug, compliments of Budweiser. Brewer missed the first.
Williams and Young back on the floor now for Philadelphia.
Comes Thaddeus Young back in. Lou Williams in.
Gibson steps back.
And Gibson will come in to match Thaddeus Young. Boozer comes out. Look at the free throws in the quarter. Bulls 7 for 9. Philly just the one on the technical free throw. Brewer missed a pair. And now Philadelphia could regain the lead.
Again, the Bulls only shot 4 free throws in the first half. They have shot 10 here in the quarter.
Vucevic. Nowhere to go with it. And hands it to Holiday. 4-3-2. Holiday, long three, no. And then Taj had it and lost it. Couldn't find the handle, and it's out of bounds.
Well, you got to like the Bulls' defensive effort.
John Lucas back for Chicago.
And Philadelphia right now struggling from the three-point line. 1 for 7, 14%.
And that's mostly because the Bulls' defense has forced them out there recently onto the perimeter and not giving them anything going to the basket. Iguodala bounced inside. Little jumper is good.
When he comes in the game, you got to know he has the green light to score. He's their leading scorer coming off the bench.
55-54. They creep back into the lead by 1. John Lucas, gun to the corner, out of the corner.
C.J. Watson right now.
He was just hiding down there.
Well, again, Drew Holiday lost him. He's got 18 points, 4-6 from the three-point line.
Holiday against Watson. Sizes him up at the top. And got it to Lou Williams. Williams to Thaddeus Young, and an offensive foul on Thaddeus Young.
And a good defense by C.J. Watson coming over and giving up his body.
And a timeout taken by the Bulls. 2:28 left here in the third period. 2-point Bulls lead. We'll be right back.
It's Bank Telestrator, and we're going to talk about Joakim Noah here. Now, keep an eye on Vucevic right here. He's going to be right there. Now, Joakim's going to get the ball. Go ahead and roll it. He's going to get the ball at the top of the circle. Now, watch his man play off of him. Freeze it right now. if you look at all this space right here, Joakim has got to do one of two things. He's either got to take the ball to him and attack him, or dribble, weave, and give it to somebody else. Go ahead and roll it. His man's guarding him like that, and there's no respect there. He's got to eat up that space and attack his man and knock down a jump shot, or they're going to play him like that all the time. He's hit one already tonight, but that's how Philadelphia is going to play him. They're daring him to shoot the basketball.
Watson
There, right there. That's what I'm
Gibson.
talking about right there. He is a very good playmaker when he gets the ball in his hands. He makes great decisions with the ball. He's just got to dive. And watch right here. He's going to dive to the basket right now. And then watch the pass between two Philadelphia 76ers. And Taj Gibson finds himself at the free throw line. Nice play by Joakim.
Gibson a miss. On Thursday, April 6th, the Bulls host the Celtics. The Bulls in Hinkley Springs present many basketball hoops while supplies last. You come on into the United Center, you'll receive a Bulls mini basketball hoop set compliments of Hinkley Springs. 3-point Bulls lead after the second free throw is made by Taj Gibson. Gibson off the bench now with 9 points. Thaddeus Young, he has not been a factor. Iguodala, he hasn't been a factor either. Fires this, in and out, no good, and the rebound, Noah. And a late whistle and a foul. I mean, half the players were already to the 8-second line before the whistle blew. The foul is on Young, who clipped Noah.
And here it is right here.
I think if Noah doesn't grab his head, that goes uncalled.
And here it is right here.
Well, Taj had a pretty good hold of Young as well.
And the Bulls are struggling from the free throw line. They've got up there a lot this quarter.
17 for the game now, but just 10 of 17 made.
But again, the Bulls have done a good job on the Sixers bench. This bench is coming in averaging about 40 points a game against the Bulls in the previous two. And you have Thaddeus Young and Lou Williams, who really provide a big boost on scoring.
Iguodala, Vucevic. Williams fires, that's short on a foul on John Lucas. That may be 3 shots. Was he on the line? Lucas's first foul, first team foul, comes with a minute 35 left in the quarter.
Let's see. I don't know, see where the foul was. Let me say it again. I don't know where the foul was. They're going to look and see if it's a 3-point shot, but I don't know where Lucas fouled him. Here it is right here. Let's see, unless he got him with the body. It is right here. That's a three free throws for Lou Williams. I mean, unless he had the left hand on his arm as he brought that ball up.
I thought the only contact was minimal, and it was before he went to shoot the ball when Lucas came to him defensively. But then on shot, it looked like Lucas, there was some separation. And Williams misses. Monday, March 26th, the Bulls and the Nuggets here at the United Center. The Bulls and BMO Harris Bank present Shirt Off Our Back night. And that night, you're going to have a chance to win a signed Luol Deng jersey or other prizes, compliments of BMO Harris Bank. Neil and Stacy, as we have a minute 35 left here in the third period. And the Bulls up by 3. Lou Williams gagged the first two and now knocks that one down. 59-57. Lucas and Korver play catch. Well, there's Taj. Boy, had a shot initially. Then Korver from outside. Yep.
Give me the hot sauce.
Quick release.
And there was no hesitation right there with Kyle Korver. Taj passed up the shot to give it to Kyle.
Williams, nope. And oh, what a play that is by Young.
Well, he's a athletic
Oh my gosh.
monster. Again, he's that tweener. He's really a small forward, but plays that power forward position for the Sixers and gives them much versatility.
Korver trying to enter it inside, could not. Comes back out to Lucas. Lucas bobbing and weaving. Lucas fires the shot. Nope. And the rebound to Philadelphia.
Well, that time got a little bit too much dribbling right there. Shot clock winding down.
Iguodala at the top. He and Deng have really done a job on one another defensively. Iguodala behind his back. Young fires. That won't go. Vucevic tried to come away with it, but
Got to push it.
too much traffic. There's Lucas. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. Lucas streaks into the lane, fights up a shot, bouncing and tipped in.
That's got to be good.
Bucket counts.
There it
Omer
is.
Asik.
The Turkish two-step. Good offensive rebound by Omer.
He waited too to make sure that ball was going to get out of the cylinder before he went up and batted it back in. 64-59. The Bulls by 5.
You see right there, Joe King, the first one to meet him out there. Omer just using his size.
We've had a 19-point swing in this game. Bulls right now with their largest lead of the night. At one point, the Sixers led by 14. Bulls slowly reeled them back in. And then in that third quarter, went by them. Philly won the first quarter, the Bulls the next two. Holiday, that's good. And he has really been terrific tonight. 22 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, right now, he's the only Sixer in double figures. Next closest guy is 8.
Well, they count on a lot of parity, but they've got some guys who have not contributed tonight. CJ deflected away and out of bounds. I mean, you look at Elton Brand has just 2 points on 2 shots taken in 24 minutes. Iguodala in 28 minutes, just 2 field goals in 7 tries. And the shot misses. Omer, and he's fouled.
That's got to be a flagrant. He just came up high on Omer. And Tom Thibodeau's asking the same thing.
Elton Brand the foul.
Now watch right here. Omer's going to go up and get this offensive rebound. And they're right across the head.
Well, he didn't make an attempt to go for the ball. Omer misses the first. Different angle here.
Here it is right now, watch. Right there across the head. And I mean, normally if that had been anybody else besides Omer, that would have been a technical foul. He should have got a technical on that. That was, you know, can't go over somebody's head like that. And look at Tom. Tom is still saying the same thing.
65-61. Back to a 4-point Bulls lead. Holiday had that blocked, but he got it back. That should have been up and down. Baseline. And that's a nice shot again by Thaddeus Young. He's come off the bench and come to life a little bit here in the second half. 3 of 6 now, 6 points in the game. The next highest to Holiday. Oh my!
Oh my is right.
Bucket counts and a foul.
Kyle Korver again. You'll see the foul. He tried to run through a screen. Now watch Omer right there. And Jody Meeks tried to run through the pick. And look at, it looked like Omer got shot. My goodness.
And that was close to being well before the shot, but
Omer got a little acting award there. That was a nice little flop there.
And Omer makes it 68-63.
Hey, if you can get away with it, Neil.
Matches the largest lead. There's Holiday stripped. And now on the run, Korver for three, short. And the rebound, Thaddeus Young runs the other way. Young driving, that's banged off the bottom of the rim. CJ, change of pace. Korver again.
Come on. You can't leave me twice. Hot sauce time, Kyle Korver.
71-63 as the Bulls finally put some distance between themselves and their Atlantic Division rivals. Korver. Hometown heroes become household names at the McDonald's All-American Games on March 28th right here at the United Center. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster, starting at $12 with free parking. And there is the all-time scoring leader in the NBA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and one of the three greatest big men ever to play the game. Jabbar, Chamberlain, and Russell, all up in the Mount Rushmore area of the NBA.
An offensive foul, Spencer Hawes. Right now the Bulls.
And
Bulls
a
are starting to
technical on
turn.
Hawes.
Technical.
But now they're starting to unravel a little bit.
And I tell you, you saw that shot of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up top. Also Hall of Famer Dave Winfield.
Yep.
Yeah, we're amongst legends. I'm sitting next to one.
We
Neil
had
Funk.
Dennis Rodman here last night.
That was a good look. It was some fun times with Dennis.
You two go out after the game?
Nah, he's too wild for me, man. My bedtime's a certain time. Hey, buddy, come on. I'm like a vampire. I gotta get in before the sunlight, bro.
The Bulls with the lead, and now Philly starting to come unglued just a little bit. Korver works his way along the baseline and then stepped out of bounds.
And you see Philadelphia now, they're going to put Evan Turner on him and try to play him a little bit more physical. And Jody Meeks is out the game. Again, Kyle Korver is open as soon as he steps out his car. Jody Meeks lost him on that last three. And then Doug Collins has seen enough.
Hawes. Holiday against Watson. Holiday trying to power his way in, turns right in on Omer and scores anyway.
I'll tell you what, that was a big-time move by Drew Holiday.
He not only had Watson, he had Omer right in his face.
Well, he's been the most aggressive of the bunch tonight. He's looked for his shot. He's been trying to attack CJ.
Watson, Dank for three. That's short. And the rebound at the baseline to Thaddeus Young. And now Evan Turner ahead to Hawes.
You got to try to get Luol Deng something going to the
Back
basket.
to Turner. Nope. He got right there, but couldn't score. That a
There
great
you
pass.
go.
Gibson
That's right
finds
there.
Deng.
And one. And one. And a technical. Evan Turner thought he got fouled on this end. He didn't get the call. Bulls went out on a run out, and then he got the technical foul as he was talking to the official, Eric Dalen. Again, you talk about getting Luol Deng going. And he's been struggling with his shot lately, and get him going to the basket right there as he was able to finish out in transition.
Now Kyle with that technical free throw. missed it.
Well, that's the Bulls' best free throw shooter. Now here it is right here. He thought he was fouled. I mean, nobody fouled him. There was no foul there. He just missed a layup.
He would beg to differ.
Well, he can beg to differ all he wants to. I mean,
Didn't
again,
get the call.
I mean, he's going in there. Like I said, it takes so all day for him to get to the rim. And Omer came over with a nice defensive help. There was no foul there.
There's Holiday. He fires over Omer and missed that, and the rebound Dang. And 8:33 left, so a lot of time left in this, but Philadelphia, as we have talked about throughout this game, sometimes they really have a difficult time scoring. They don't like playing from behind. Jumper no, Hawes the rebound.
And that time Lou forced that shot.
Holiday to Hawes, layup good. And that was just a case of falling asleep a little bit there.
Well, again, you know, Lou came down that time and forced that shot. You know, the Bulls have got the lead now. Just execute on offense.
Flop there. Watson still with a dribble. Korver catches at just above the free throw line. Gibson turns, blocked out of there, but there was a foul, and Thibodeau wanted goaltending on the play as well. Turner's third foul, team's third.
Well, this time they took their time offensively, Neil, and they found the mismatch. They saw that Evan Turner was on Taj Gibson right there, and again, just executed offensively and took advantage of the mismatch, and now you see Taj Gibson at the free throw line for two. You know, you want Philadelphia to play at a fast pace. Once you get down in your half-court set, the Bulls are very good at executing their offense and making them have to defend. Kyle Korver's going out of the game now. Big, big game for him, 11 points. And a couple of nice, big three-point shots.
And scoring was tough to come by early in this game for the Bulls. Well, anything they got, especially off their bench, was a huge lift.
Well, right now their bench is just really playing extremely well. And we talked about it. You got to have those. I mean, 32 points off the bench. And Philadelphia's bench has outscored the Bulls' bench the previous two games. That's a turnover.
Wow, a turnover, and that will be turnover number 12 for Philadelphia. But again, it's been Drew Holiday with 24 points. As Watson scores along the baseline.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
But the rest of the 76ers, only Hawes is in double figures, and they have some guys who they haven't gotten anything out of. Holiday, in and out.
And again, if you would have looked at this game and said that Iguodala would only have 4 points, Turner with 6, and then the dynamic Thaddeus Young only has 6.
Gibson, short, Hawes the rebound. Holiday, lead pass, Lou Williams, driving layup is good.
That's a nice move by Williams. And again, they need those two guys, Thaddeus Young and Williams, to come off that bench and give them some scoring. They didn't get that tonight.
Well, I mean, you know, you're a little mystified. Brand only gets 2 shots up. There's Watson, throws that up. There was contact, but no foul. Ball whipped ahead. Holiday steps back and misses the 3.
Well, right now, the Bulls just need to slow down the tempo, execute offensively.
Well, I'll say one thing. Holiday's not shy. He's gotten up 23 shots. That's double what anybody else in the game's gotten up.
Well, again, this is the most I've seen him this aggressive.
Noah driving, running left-hander, no. Taj with a rebound. Back out, and they'll start over again.
Good hustle, Taj Gibson.
Lucas looks over at Thibodeau, and now Lucas starts to go to work. To his left. Noah, shovel, dang, good pass. And Gibson couldn't
Another
buy one.
offensive
rebound. CJ, nope. Noah. No.
Oh, hard
And a
hustle and
foul.
muscle. Right now, the Bulls are outworking Philadelphia on the offensive glass. Second chance opportunities.
48-33. The rebound advantage to the Bulls. They're on their way toward another 50 rebound game. 78-69, the Bulls. Let's take a look at our text poll results. You see 51% of those voting said Ronnie Brewer, and Ronnie's had a nice game. Brewer with 7.6 rebounds, but C.J. Watson has had a monster impact, 20 points from C.J.'s 4 of 7 from behind the three-point line, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 20 points, 3 assists in the game.
Well, he's done a good job of offsetting what Drew Holiday has been able to do. But the difference right now is the supporting cast.
Yeah.
You know, the Bulls right now with 4 guys in double figures, Philadelphia with 2, and they need a big game. If they're going to win, if Philadelphia is going to beat teams, Iguodala, Elton Brand, Drew Holiday, and their 2 guys coming off the bench all have to be playing well. Because when you get in that playoff, it becomes a 7-game. Teams are able to break you down and really take away everything that you want to do. And if they're not scoring, they're going to have a hard time. No matter how good their defense is, they're going to have a hard time beating people.
Because they're not going to get much offense out of Evan Turner. And you're right, if Lou Williams doesn't come in and give them some big numbers, but it's almost inexplicable at times. They look like they're kind of coasting along, and then all of a sudden it's like they run into a wall and they couldn't score if you lock them in a gym by themselves.
Well, one thing about this team is you look at them, you know, they're more of a transition team. They want to get out and run. And remember a couple of years ago, you know, when they were out of the playoffs and all of a sudden they made a push for the playoffs because they opened up the floor a little bit and they started using their athleticism. You know, they're not a half-court team.
There's Iguodala for 3, but Philly fans are wondering where he's been all night. 79-72. Still a lot of time left, 5:02.
Well, if you're the Bulls, you don't want to fall asleep on him because he's an all-star. And he's capable of having big games.
And he's had some big ones here at the United Center.
Well, both Turner
played well down the stretch.
Both Turner and Iguodala are, you know, Illinois kids, so they love coming back home.
There's Gibson, little weave out front. Taj open, short, right in the lap of Brand. And Holiday will bring it. Iguodala. Switch made. Thaddeus Young back to Iguodala. Right hand drive behind his back to Brand. Never saw it coming. Brand digs it out of there. Holiday a fake and a drive. Blocked by Taj. Picked back up and gunned outside.
Good
a 24-second violation.
Taj Mahal. I tell you what, Taj told him that time, I don't always block shots, but when I do, I block yours. Good defense by Taj Gibson from behind. Now watch, he doesn't give up on the play. Swipes it with the right hand. And then again, just has the presence of mind not to foul in that situation.
Now, he was terrific in that stand, and Philly came up empty when they needed something.
And Taj is having a phenomenal season.
Outside, jumper won't go, and Iguodala runs it down.
That was a quick shot right there. I'm sure Tom didn't want that one.
Philly has to hurry. Holiday will get to the line where the clock stopped. So that was his intent on that drive.
You got to be really careful now. You know, even though you have the lead, you don't want to come down and take quick shots like that because this is a team that likes to get out and run, and then you put them at the free throw line, which stops the clock.
79-72. He's going to miss the first one badly. They just barely got the front of the rim.
And that's one of those I'm tired free throws right there.
2 of 3 from the line now for Drew Holiday. And he made that one. 79-73. Full court pressure by Philadelphia as they want to kind of try to mount one last effort here as Watson looks. Now John Lucas. Lucas Back outside, Joe, 6 to shoot, up off the glass short. Brand collects it and feeds it ahead. Holiday between the wheels with a dribble and then back out. Now Holiday down the lane, into the lane, turns, fires, scores. What a play.
He's been the only offense right now, and the Bulls right now are letting them back in the game.
79-75. Watson against Holiday. And these two have done a terrific job for their respective teams. Watson, double team. Whip to the corner. Lucas, nope, but there's Joe to put it back.
There he goes. Joakim Noah. Heart, hustle, and muscle. 16-7 offensive rebounds. Bulls have an advantage on the board.
81-75. Iguodala, that's short, right in the lap of Thaddeus Young, back up and good. And a 4-point game with 2:44 left.
Well, right now it's still striking distance for Philadelphia. Every possession now is important.
C.J. Watson, top of the circle, off trying to use Joakim, bounces one to him. He eats up that space that Stacey talked about and then drew a foul. He just kept coming and coming and coming, and finally he's going to end up at the free throw line with 2:25 left. A 4-point game. Bulls 81, Sixers 77. Ahead, Ford presents the Bulls' next 3 games. Monday night at Orlando, and then Wednesday night at Toronto. Saturday night back here at the United Center for Toronto again. Stacey and I with a call on all 3 of those. You see Comcast, then WGN and WGN. So that's what you got staring you in the face. Big game in Orlando, and then Toronto, one of those teams that you say, well, they haven't been very good all year, but we saw a Portland team come in here and play well and win.
Well, everybody gets excited when the Bulls come to town, so you can't take anybody lightly. You know, guys are going to have to come out and they're going to have to play their best game because they do play good at home. You know, Bargnani is back. He's been doing a good job. A really good player, DeMar DeRozan, young, exciting player.
They've got some talent.
You know, and Dwayne Casey does a good job. I mean, he's got them playing defense. You know, they just don't have, at their key positions, you know, they have a hard time some nights scoring and defending other team stars. So, but they're on the right track.
And hopefully Derek will be back this weekend, at the end of this weekend anyway, and ready to go.
But you got to be really careful with that injury,
yes,
though, because that's a muscular injury, and he could come back and slip on some water or something and be out longer. So you kind of want to make sure he's almost at 100% before he comes in.
Now, the Bulls beat Miami here at the United Center without Derek, then lost to the Trailblazers, and tonight have the lead 82-77, make it 83-77 over Philadelphia, again without D Rose and without Rip Hamilton.
And that is so important when your big guys like Joakim Noah, who gets fouled a lot in the paint, can step up and make free throws.
Oh, there's Williams. He missed one.
Oh, $1 million move, 10-cent shot.
He had beaten John Lucas, but he tried, instead of just catching that and throwing it down, he tried to like cock it back with one hand and pound it in. Deng, glass, good.
There you go. Get inside that three-point line, Luol Deng. Nice little drive. And that's what he's got to really focus on, because since he's hurt his wrist, he's relied a lot more on a three-point shot.
85-77. Williams, nope. Thaddeus Young the rebound. Williams again. Brand didn't want to shoot it. Holiday will, he'll miss. They dive for it. Joakim and Thaddeus Young fighting for it, and a timeout taken.
Good hustle by Joakim Noah. Smart play.
Thaddeus Young looking around. His teammates just left him down there as the Bulls helped Joakim up. Now 85-77, a minute 29 left. The Bulls trying to bounce back here at the United Center. There's a look at our game reset. Philly with the full and 2 20s, no fouls to give. Bulls with a foul to give, and a 20-second timeout left. 85-77, the Bulls with the lead, and the Bulls with the ball. They score here. That makes it really, really difficult for Philadelphia, who led early in this game by 14.
Another kick ball.
Well, we've had a lot of those kick balls in this game.
I'll tell you what, though, you got to give Doug Collins a lot of credit in getting this young Philadelphia team, with a different mindset, different culture. They're out here, they compete. They just have a hard time scoring within their half-court sets, and I think they got to utilize Elton Brand in the post a little bit more.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't try to do that a little bit more tonight. I don't know if he, in a tough back-to-back like this, maybe Elton just doesn't have the legs for it anymore.
Oh, Joakim Noah
by Joe. And that's the Bulls' rebound advantage in this game is 52-39. Another 50-plus rebound night.
Well, in that last win in Philadelphia, the Bulls had over 50 rebounds, so they have completely dominated them on that part of the game.
And there's another rebound.
And that's going to do it right there. Chicago, you can drive home safely.
Beep, beep, beep. C.J. Watson, who was instrumental in this win. Joakim, now Deng firing from outside, missing. And a whistle blew with 24 seconds.
Joakim's going to the free throw line again. He got pushed in the back on that offensive rebound. I tell you what, a double-double for Joakim Noah. 11 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and again, just so active on the offensive glass. Again, when he comes out, Neil, we've said this all season about him, is when he comes out here with this energy, the team feeds off of it. And I think they fed off of him in the third quarter. That was the difference in the game.
Noah to the line. And Joakim now with 12. Watson with 20, 11 for Boozer. Off the bench, Gibson, Taj with 11, Kyle Korver with 11. 5 men in double figures. And it's his 86th career double-double for Joakim Noah. And we said that Philadelphia does it collectively, but they just didn't have enough other than Holiday tonight.
Well, you know what, Neil? You go back to that conversation with Dennis Rodman last night and how he said that Joakim Noah reminded him of himself as far as the way he plays the tenacious defense. You don't have to run plays for him. And I've said that all year long. I mean, when he rebounds the way he does, I'll tell you what, Bulls are tough to beat.
Lucas the foul, his second, first in the last 2 minutes for Philadelphia, or rather for the Bulls. The Bulls did a terrific job of keeping Philadelphia off the free throw line in this game. Jody Meeks. Holiday, step back jumper is good. That's a 3.
Well, he's been the only offense.
27 in the game.
Oh, 30.
Well, make it 30, you're right. 30 in the game for Holiday. Bulls will win it, though. 89-80. 2 really good defensive teams, but the Bulls a little better offensively tonight than were the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to take a break, step away, and then we'll come back to recap it here at the United Center.